Are most valuable. So I want you to circle those top 3. If you don't have 3, circle top 1, top 2 that you have. And then I want you to think about what can you do to start one of those dreams right now. I want you to write that down under those 10 points, those 10 passionate things that you wrote. What can you do to start one of those dreams right now? Out of the top 3 you're going to circle, write down something that you can do to start right now with that, to take action. If you've already started, what can you implement today to start earning more income? Okay, so while you're doing that, I want you to think about in your mind, because we're going to talk about this, some areas that you may have been fearful to start. Be honest with yourself. Have you been fearful to start taking action on some of those ideas, or has it been procrastination? Some of us are not fearful, we just procrastinate, and we just sit there and we think, well, I can do that next year, next month, maybe I'm not ready for it. And sometimes that could be the case. Maybe it's not the season or time for what you want to do, because it may just not be time. But what can you still do to start writing out a plan for it? That doesn't mean you can't write a plan. Have you written out that plan? Have you written in your journals? What does it look like? Or have you just let it sit in your head? So now I'm going to ask a couple of you who are willing to share some of your passions that you've written, and then I want to dialogue with you, and then you can ask me any questions at that point. Anyone want to share? Yes?
No, my top 2 passions are my family and my friends.
Awesome. So is there any? Oh, go ahead.
And then my number 3 passion is politics.
Politics. Okay. So what would you like to do with politics?
Well, I mean, like, it snaps to me, I guess, but I want to be president of the United States someday. Like, that's my goal.
Okay.
And I want to start off by just studying, going to law school, also getting an MBA.
Uh-huh.
And then maybe getting some work experience out there and building my way up from local, state, and federal politics.
Okay, awesome. And that's why you're working in student government right now. So that's absolutely a great start. So maybe you want to, if you have the time, you can reach out into the community. There's many community organizations looking for volunteers, and just start like that to build up your resume. So when you're ready, and I've heard of actually people who've become mayor at very young ages. So don't think that you can't be involved in politics even now. I've heard there was a college student my husband and I went to school with, right, babe? And he went to school with us at Palm Beach Atlantic University. He was in college doing his master's degree. Am I correct? Mark me. And he was the mayor, I believe, of, was it Winter Garden? Winter Garden. So do not think that you can't step out there and do something like that. That's what I'm talking about taking action. So those are some things to think about, and it depends on your schedule. I'm not saying like, make your, if you have a full plate, don't do it. If you feel like, no, I can't do it this time, but don't hold yourself back thinking that you have to be at this point in life, or you have to finish your master's degree in order to become something now. Get what I'm saying? Okay. Anyone else want to share? Yes. Yes.
Making money. Talking about that.
Okay.
Food. I love food. Is there anyone else love?
Good. So are you wanting to be, you mean like you want to be a chef? Is that what you want to do?
I just enjoy eating.
You like preparing? Well, with that, if you love it so much and you have the time, don't think of YouTube as something where you have to invest all this time into. It could be something where you post a video per month, but if you have to be consistent with it. So if it's that one video per month, make sure that you're putting out a video per month. So if you like to make food, you can start doing that on camera. You don't even have to show your face. Do you know that? We see that when we see the people playing with the toys and they're just using their hands, and those kids love it. They don't have to ever see the lady's face. And that's what you can do. You can set a precedent of, I don't need to show my face, but I'm going to make this food. This is what I like to do. I'm putting my video up there. This is a way for me to start making money and getting some views and people to know possibly who I am. So when I'm ready to show my face, if that ever comes, then you can have a brand for yourself. Anyone else? Yes.
So my top 3 passions are speaking, motivating others into actions, and event planning.
That's awesome. And what are you doing right now to do that?
Well, I try to think about, I have a couple of leadership roles on campus, so currently I serve on the student body vice president.
Oh, good.
So So I do a lot of kind of motivating others into action in terms of like the dynamic within the office.
Okay.
Just speaking, I've had a couple of opportunities just to kind of share my personal story.
Okay.
Event planning. I actually had an event this past weekend.
Uh huh.
It was a party. We had like a good attendance, and we did make some profit. Not a huge profit, but some profit was made from it. So I've kind of been touching into each of these 3 areas.
On the street, good. So is that something? What do you want to do when you're done with school? What is your main thing that you want to do?
So that's a really interesting question, because honestly, when I'm done school, I want to go into my major, which is supply chain management.
Oh, good.
So kind of just looking for a job after, but I think definitely probably going into something in event planning.
Okay.
I like seeing people have a good time.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
really like, facilitate an environment where people can kind of go and relax away from their busy lifestyle, enjoy something. So
Okay.
finding some way to invest in something like that. This weekend.
Yeah, probably good. Okay, so it sounds like to me you're really busy now, and you do your leadership, like you said, you're vice president. So what I would be doing, I would start writing out my plan for my event planning. So when I'm done with school, I have my plan all mapped out. That's what I would do, and just so you can kind of fine tooth it along the way and say, this is what I want it to do, and look at other event planning businesses and see how they do it, see what you want to do, and then just write the whole plan out. Because sometimes if we don't have the plan written out, it's like, oh no, well I want to do this, I want to do that. But if you have it and it's pinpointed, then when you're done, you can take your plan and you can make it happen.